Alright guys, in this video we are gonna talk about Assassination Rogue once again. You liked the last guide I did so much that I thought, you know what, how about I did a guide on another very popular build that bursts even more, maybe a little bit less, maybe a little bit more, and depends on your luck. Corruption, you know, and also a build that bursts a lot more often, making it a lot easier in the Nylofa raid to line up your cooldowns, which is why it's just so popular. So hang in there, guys. I'll get to the video right in a second. But first, I'm gonna tell you about my live stream over on twitch.tv/killerchris. I stream every Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, likely also Saturday, Sunday. Well, we're all stuck inside, so there's a schedule below the stream. I'll post on Twitter and Discord whenever I'm live. Also a little bit in advance so you can have some time to catch up. Check the links in the description to all my social media and merchandise. Hey! Alright guys, on with the video. Alright guys, here. So, as you might have been guessing from the title and the video, we are gonna be using Blood of the Enemy, or thumbnail. I love thumbnail. We're gonna be using Blood of the Enemy for this here, alongside Minor of Lucid Dreams, or Memory of Lucid Dreams, Minor Power, and we're gonna be using Minor Vision of Perfection and Breath of the Dying as minor as well. The reason for Vision of Perfection, it makes your Vendetta line up perfectly with Blood of the Enemy. Sometimes you wanna go for either Conflict and Strife, and the focusing Iris is also really good for this. So the reason why we wanted to take either of those two instead is either depending on the fight or depending on what sims best with us. Sometimes it's even better just to go for Conflict. Personally, I like the playstyle of having Blood of the Enemy and Vendetta lining up at the exact same time. It makes for a really smooth and nice play. Also, I have a trinket here. Maybe I'll make a video on some PvP guides as well. Let me know in your comments if you play PvP and if you would like to learn more about arenas and stuff and strategies there. But yeah, these are the essences we build. Basically, everything else, stat pyro, all that kind of stuff. You should always sim your stat pyro. You can do that on raid bots with simulation craft and do stuff like that if you want to know what stat is best for you. That's gonna change very much depending on your gear and your corruption. So remember, when in doubt, sim it out. Yes, I remembered to put it in this video. Alright guys, so now that we've gone over a little bit of the build, I think it is time to go in and show the rotation. Okay, so we are here with our trusty training dummy. And we have our poison sun. And over here above my meters you will be able to see what kind of abilities are pressed and stuff like that. And I just set it to DPS so you can also see that. I will try and see if I can enlarge this here on the screen in the edit so you'll be able to see that a bit better. But yeah, the general idea is that we start in stealth. And we go in with mutilate, rupture, then mutilate again. If we don't have to mutilate again before rupturing, all depending on our combo points. So if you get 4 combo points, you want to rupture and then mutilate, then Garrett. Otherwise you want to mute, carrot, or rupture, then Garrett. And then we go into the burst. So I'll put up on the screen how the specific opener looks here as well, so you can see that. So how we do it is that we go in with a mute, rupture, mute. Might as well get some combo points on here. And there we go. Vendetta, into Toxic Blade, into Blood of the Enemy, into Vanish, and then we Envenom, mute, Envenom. So that's how the burst is looking. And then we fill up our rupture again. So and then we basically make sure we remember to pull energy before we go into another Toxic Blade. So 120 energy at least. Then we use Toxic Blade. try and see if you can time it so you get like 5 combo points when you use toxic blade, so have 3 or 4 combo points ready. Also, one thing to note, I think I made a mistake there. It's really good to try and make sure that you have your dots up so you don't have to refresh your dot during the mutilate. So see, now there's 3 seconds to mutilate. I could pull energy, but then I'm gonna have to refresh rupture during the toxic blade. I'm gonna refresh my rupture now, mute, toxic blade, and then go. Carrot is not so bad because you can actually refresh that pretty easily during the toxic blade, or you can just let it run out and refresh it after. The idea is that you don't want to lose any potential envenoms inside the toxic blade. So try and get as many envenoms in the toxic blade, and you will be able to get 2 toxic blades, 2 or 3 toxic blades before you get up. So you'll have like a little bit of time here. You'll need to hold onto your toxic blades during that period for it to line up again with your next burst. So you go toxic blade with the burst, then you open it. Then you have 1 more toxic blade. Then you have another toxic blade. And that should be the one that you do your next burst with. So make sure you hold onto your toxic blade until you can use the burst combo again with Vendetta, Blood of the Enemy, and Toxic Blade. And Vanish if you have it ready. Otherwise, you can use the Vanish with one of the Toxic Blades. That's also okay because you're gonna have a lot of crit. Especially if you have one of these Severes that gives you, or crit amps as some is calling them, which gives you a lot of extra crit. So this is basically the playstyle. I'll make sure to have stuff up here on the screen. Hopefully you saw it. For how you want to play this spec or this build, it's the same spec, it's just a different build. Stat priors, everything like that. There's video in the description, linked as well here to my first part of the Assassination guide here. The only thing that has changed a bit is the rotation and the opener. The rotation is primarily the same, and the essences build. That's really it. Other than that, it's pretty much the same. Remember, stats and everything like that. When in doubt, sim it out. Go to RateBot and get a sim there. And don't forget to check out my next video. If you are wondering how I set up this UI here, let me know in the comments below and leave a like on the video. I think if we get, what should we say, 75 likes? I think that's right. 75 likes, then we'll do the UI video. Alright guys, once again, thank you so much for watching. I'm Killer Chris, and I will see you in the next video or on the live stream. Take care. Bye. Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!